Today, na the 9th day of June 2022. Two things we want to learn at table. One, there is an increase in the price of petroleum products in Salon. And two, ACC again today arrest school picking them where they do exam malpractice. All right. We'll go start first with the fuel price increase. The fuel price increase. A lot of people think say it justify. Because waiting do. Fuel price don't increase across the world. So, then feel to say, if Usami Day na the diaspora, fuel price go up, then why them for grumble na Salon? Na all side fuel price they go up. Na all side. So they just need to accept say fuel price they up, and that's what it is. Usa you dey get 24-hour light today. You dey get water. You dey get good medical facility. You get job we go make you able for get all the other facilities than they. You think about that? There are certain things then they where you can't we they compare and say, oh, why not Salon? Look, yourself would they buy $7. Some man go say na $6. Some man go say na how much pound then they buy. Some man go say na how much you. Now so then go they talk. Who side indeed? We can't to fear. We can't to light. Oh, the government they try. We can't to water. The government they try. If you not they compare you 24-hour light, you water, you good, you good health. Even job, we go make you put it in a table, you not get for one again. If you no go compare and say, na that one day we self want in a Salon, not away camp at the other thing then, you go the cherry pick. You go the cherry pick, say, okay, we camp and feel, but feel they are all side. So waiting and the cause noise for a Salon. You know why? You know why? We they talk about the fear? Because there are other things and they will surround so what I just named for you. Still a struggle na Salon. So now for make the government self come in and cushion. So not to for say, oh, they talk, say this and that, oh, prices they don't go up. Okay. Some of the gas station them from Monday, then they don't direct food for sale fuel na Salon. From Monday. So man still get so, he still gets. So that one way he gets so, now that 15,000 leons you now he gets. But because himself be done the Maconi say, then go for increase the price, he not agree for sell. He did drag in foot. He did drag in foot. He did drag in foot. So today, as they don't say 18,000 now, well, they don't open, they don't begin sell. So even that one the way in they sell so 18,000, so today, right now, I mean the 15,000 yon. Now they sell so. Most of we, who say we dey, let's see how them people are plan for the day. The price of gas not fix. It go up and down. By cents, it go up and down. You go kai see ya, sell waiting self yanda sell, it go up and down. You not fix. Why swing a Salon? It fix 1 month complete straight. As soon as the petroleum agency, yesterday, where they pull a document where they show now the sub-region, now other African countries there, where they claim say Salon and get the cheapest fuel. The price. Let's say Salon now we get the cheapest. Now they sell the cheapest. May I be already know. Say that the guys are up. So what to make enough for lefty? Why make enough for lefty? Say now we get the cheapest. Well, let we get on. Let we enjoy her. No. We for still compete. Why make EDSA not they compare other African countries that will get 24-hour lights and say themselves they can't give you 24-hour lights? Eh? Take today the struggle for them one day. But as the camper certain things them, we ready for compare ourselves to other one them. And then we they take the beating. So Houston government in go kind side. Now I make that day a President Bill be they talk to the UK African minister. We say amidst all this waiting they go now, the global pandemic, waiting they happen in Ukraine, they don't try for winners alone. Now like this. Now then for be pull a press release say, like today, we been supposed for increase them to 18,000. But not the increase them. The government of Salon, they come in and cushion them for we. And that one way you can't tell me say government not get money, I beg to go away and corner under. If the parliamentarian and they ask for waiting and they ask now because they know say government get her. Yeah? If the parliamentarian and they ask for waiting and they ask for, and because they know say government get her. And now, look what's in the parade na social media. Say the first lady, the trip way take go na the Gambia, na private jet use. People and they ask now say, who da pay for private jets? All man they count in figures where for hire a private jet, how much it cost. All man they count in figures. So, Ustem, the government go really cushion things for we, because we see this fuel price don't go 18,000 so now. Transport all don't go up. And the transport force, at the camera, will carry it all for we. That one per paper, that one then for the Ministry of Transport and Aviation. Now then get that one day. Then put a taxi driver, or the bike, and the keke, the tricycle, then get their own price. Then get their own price. So I like the government put in price. The government are for themselves then they talk. Because them people and they, where they run transport, now they follow. So now make people and they say, if government get in boku na road. So government pull this price so we know say, oh enter government bus, now they pay. Eh? Now they pay. But oh yeah, not to Salon. How much government boss will get for free tongue alone? Free tongue alone. Before I say, now the provinces. Eh? What is Salon government really don't do for we? We'll go able to see kolo with your yai. We'll go knock with chest say, no, but this government really don't try. Eh? We go say, the lights now tell God thank you. Sustainability. Not to that one way 1 month go come because December already for go Salon just now. We not got lights problem. Oh. Eh? Not got lights problem. Not at all. Because that's in the boom and don't kick in. Where they go, where the dry scam. Time in, time out. Time in, time out. Time in, time out. At the same thing no more. Previous administration, present administration. I'm not going to say for future administration because I don't know whose plan we then get. I don't know whose plan they get. Because when campaign thing come, then we can't tell you all if I'm finding them. Then at the end, then serve we waiting, then really keep for we. I like Pekin. We say no one pap. You know one pap. I don't want to, I don't want to. I say, okay, no, but what you want? What you want? He say, waiting? Chicken. I say, okay. The guest let we go. But you know, say na papi they go give you. You don't glad it. Hey, the guy eat chicken. Oh, he pull the papi, put it on the table. Bam. He say na hindi. I know they give we. All way to 1 year campaign, and I then go tell we. But when they see don't they? Well, nine that. Because me, I still the wait. I still the wait for the term where this administration go come in and tell we say A, B, C, D. Now we do for make we not reach to Z so fast. Make we not reach this so fast. And then one day we do. Yeah? Okay. We come to ACC on, but for now, let we deal with the petroleum regulatory body na salon. We want make we know the reason for the increase in the price of petroleum products na salon. Then say the petroleum regulatory agency when a PRA, they not do am alone with the Ministry of Finance, not so then too normal. With the Ministry of Trade and Industry, not so then normal. They also mix the oil marketing companies them. Now they also PRA, Finance, Trade and Industry, oil marketing company. Now they all fuck on together. Jointly review the maximum pump price of petroleum products na salon. We will be effective today, the 9th of June 2022. Alright. You know, all along when the say price go up, now today I take me time really. I don't pay attention, but I think it escaped me. With the word maximum pump price. What mean to say? If you sell and say, you know, for sell and pass, that certain price the way they put when at the maximum. So in Sierra Leone, if a gas station want for sell, let's say right now they don't ASAM to 18,000, but they want for sell 15,000 at the right. Because now the maximum now in 18,000. Anybody go try? Huh? What's you go try and say, you know what? When me I sell 17,000 first. No. Or I sell 17,500. I dey less the people in 500. No. Because waiting do, you go say all the government tax them in get for pay. Not so. So you know they can reduce them. But if NP, Safecon, Total, then Safe one for EP in 3 times like this, then Safe go charge below the maximum price. But a business they do. Then Safe want helleba profit. So why them for go give up part of them profit for we? How then connect? There they go. Sierra Leone, the fuel price will they adjust them monthly. And so PRA want for make me you know. Where this reason why would they adjust that every month? It get for do with international factors where include refined product and a predetermined price. So then they sit down in advance, then determine maybe waiting the price could be. We will make you wonder, say, okay, what if the price go down before the month done? Then go can reduce her. So okay, well, we'll be determined say now so it go be, but it really don't fall. Because now we don't see, even when the world market price it fall, salon. We go run after them before the chef can even down. But as he go up so, then they're ready for S and go up straight. Okay. Usman Kamara say, in self you. He say, but when the government want to talk about achievement, then he always the boast of the death penalty, the libel law, the MCC approval, things that will not get nothing to do with we own lives them. And the people them where they elect them. Usam Conte say, for be a patriot, now the way forward for make Salon go get growth. So the parliamentarian they will ask for that kind of money there. If now this you say Usam, how you see them? I want to read your comments back. If you say for make Salon go before, well for be patriots, then parliamentarian they would think no more for themselves. If you watch Radio Democracy 98.1 this morning, your answer is there. If you still wonder, who that writes that paper? They don't answer me this morning. Okay. So they say predetermined price. Now the global market included cost of importation, shipping cost, and the premium price. Then count the Platts, where they say now oil price will continue for the go up. Now the global market. Okay, then give you all one day. Then say, then appear they tell you, for smoothing the mechanism, as at the 31st of May 2022, the cumulative, that way they don't add everything, smoothing mechanism amounting to a negative balance for petrol, diesel, kerosene, fuel oil, as the way we then show. The uniform price adjustment factor of 70 Leone remain protected for ensure uniform pump price throughout Sierra Leone. Accordingly, pump price for June, they don't adjust them. Petrol 18,000, diesel 18,000, kerosene 18,000. Even the oil where they put inside your motorcar 18,000 per liter. Some say, well, the member of parliament, they don't feel we so go pay them back with their own coin soon. We await that. That one is from PRA. But let we see how the government of Sierra Leone, through the Ministry of Transport and Aviation, want make we know how the increasing become about. They say following the public announcement on the increase in the pump price of fuel per liter for petrol, diesel, and kerosene, 15,000, but now we don't change them to 18,000. The general public who want to know for no say the Ministry of Transport and Aviation in collaboration now with the Motor Drivers Union and other key stakeholders for transport business in our country don't agree for public transportation fares within the Freetown municipality and provision across border routes effective today, Thursday, 9th June 2022. These are as follows. Lumley to bus station. Today, they be saying at 2,500. But now, at 3,000. Usai, you see, them put that then they run Lumley to bus station. So dandy, not to for them put that they talk. Now for government bus. Eh? Oh, but then they run Lumley to bus station. The government bus now they run the. Even the government bus safe. Hamilton to Lumley. They say trading na be 2,500. But now na 3,000. They just make a legal 3,000, but people were already paying 3,000. Because 500 change no dey. No dey. Okay? Due to bus station, they say na be 4,000. Now they say na 4,800. Who are these people playing? Fumble them. No, seriously though. Why make them can always left edge for drivers them? Then just no one put and say 4,000 to 5,000. Then say 4,000 to 4,800. Who say you don't see 800 Leone alone? Who say you see? For let you give 5,000 and give 200. Who say you see 200 for change? Why make them they put price where they no say? That denomination day of we money in all day, but then still they put her. Hi. Okay, there we go. Well, but first to bus station, they said that be 2,500 now na 3,000. Bus station to Aberdeen, Nabiamos 2,500 now na 3,000. Model FBC 2,500 3,000. Lumley and Bobo, that na for going at the peninsula. They say that be 4,000 more now na 4,800. Again, that's a ridicule. We know say 800 no dey. On a left lane here, bro. Lumley to Ogu Farm na be 2,500 now. They say na 3,000. Kisim Express to Eastern Police na be 2,500 now na 3,000. Jue to Lumley na be 9,000. Now they say na 10,800. Like seriously. Okay, I need to talk about that 800 again. Because we know so now one play game. Grafton to Eastern Police na be 5,000 now na 6,000. Wellington to Eastern Police na be 2,500 now na 3,000. Waterloo to Bombay Street na be 5,500 now na 6,600. No, now na 7,000. 600 no day. 600 no day. Na 7,000 that one day. Now need for stop this. Gloucester to Model na be 4,500. Now they say na 5,400. No, na 6,000. Because that 400 day no day. We not get her. Unless if you want to tell you we say when they prepare for the new money. Because this old money we get now, we not get 400. Regent to bus station na be 4,500. Now they say na 5,400. No, na 6,000. Charlotte to Wilberforce 3,000 now na 3,600. Na 4,000. Only why I know they get change. And even why they say 4,000, not even saying about no, it still pass. It still pass. But una go say na this una don't make. Then una go they tell the people what? Wait. Ministry of Transport and Aviation. I get message for una. If true now these people them for pay. But dear, una test the system now. Una test the system. Can you guys please take transport? Who side they say 600? Una go pay that 3,600 a day. Let we see. This one they show say whoever then at this Ministry of Transport and Aviation, you don't know what's in the go on. Yes, drivers them, una say una do am in accordance with UDAT, key stakeholders them and the motor drivers union. Then they can go sit down there no more because they know say this price one they put so they know the falaga. So then they can just go sit down there for let una feel good. In case una no know. But me want to go this challenge to una today. Say boduya, una self no say, then change ya no dey. Then una get them coin ya. But una they put up and press release. Who that una one fool? Oh, that's one fool. They wanna go to the president just now. Now this same paper now they take go again. Say pa ou try, ou not even make it reach to the full amount. Then the president now we go na parliament, he go say we save the people of Sierra Leone almost because the continent changed them. If they come to the change then they go down tell and say we don't save the people there. We not make wait, even though the president safe. You want to tell me say no say coin not in the country? You don't know. Because trust me, this thing, they're not just the council because hey, fuel. Fuel na salon. The price of fuel na salon, na political commodity. The one that they in governance can able use them for campaign for themselves. The one that they in opposition able use them for campaign. Even right now, go see where people in the post. So this, before they do anything, so they must go discuss with the president. The president says one time, he say, no, say, they not get changed in the country. You don't know. I can't tell me say, well, the president now people, if you say, fuel, na salon, fuel, all the man concerned butter. Because tomorrow morning, we go na market price don't change for us. We see ask, transport don't go up. The fuel now na this. So fuel, it dey now we livelihood. It dey. Just in case you don't know. Seriously though. It dey. So for me then they play with like we're dumb. Always then don't they do it. Why now they can't put price on and no say coin no dey, change no dey? Even the 1,000 self and the 2,000. Why not they do this? I wanna think. Then tomorrow morning you go see them. Then they go na radio, go talk say, oh, well give the driver no more the money. Why the change? Then get mind back. Then they say go na bank. Then go say go na bank. Wait, then self no say no did. Not a wickedness. We know. Yeah? So now not play with like say every time we na fools them. We don't know what's in the go on. We know what's in the go on. And we point them out to una say, na game una de play per them price here. Even if una say una sit down with motor drivers don't care about you people. Just in case una no know. Motor driver not care about una. Because the motor driver union self not able to control the drivers them. Where they take the short way, where they take 2-way, 3-way, motor driver not able there. All what motor driver care about, now for let them pay their own daily dues. Then collect the money, and that's it. So think it to say, when I go sit down with motor drivers, this and that, tomorrow morning when I go test bar. Then price how una put, if now una they able to take transport. Una don't ever come up for take transport. Ministry of Transport and Aviation. Una they take transport. Una they sell the people and they suffer. Una they see how for come out Eastern Police reach Waterloo. If you not take ten a 3-way, now you they take. Una they see Then una they can with them lakrabu figures there. Papa God, the person don't laugh safe. Una they can with them lakrabu figures there. For play to that. That's how we a balancer. That's how ya. They call things by their names. But a fixer. Because this not so for we. Yeah? Now we come to ACC. Augustine Brewer say since when I open at this country, you never see government where they keep the country malice. Eh? He say, but this one, then they keep the country malice. Like it's not they not go explain to we. The left whip a grumble. Eh? Okay. Now continue. Just the other day, we been there. We say ACC say, then go na DPI water. Then go catch person. Tony Zela take talk. FBM say me out of no, seriously. And they play with like say we not fool. They can give we number 14 and we not exist in the country. 14 and we not exist, like say for just accept her. Please. I want send person from Waterloo to Freetown. I mean no how much are they pay for going inside town. I mean no how much are they pay for the person. But you can't say for go Waterloo now. If you not get 15,000, seriously. Okay. ACC say then go arrest 11 students them. And the principal in house be there near the school. Then we meet the school picking them. They na the principal in house. Then the proprietor in house. The principal import somebody from Jala for can do the maths. Gonna be mathematics. Then catch them. You go feel say na they done. Is it now normal for examination malpractice? For say, even you go say, oh, it's got the previous administration and all person, then they turn a blind eye. But this one, then they go after them. The last I say, the teachers and students, now in ACC, they use stronghold. You make more than the candy. They say, no, me not for use that word today. ACC not for get stronghold. Okay. So the malpractice, then catch them all. You feel say other one. Now yeah, talk another they say. Right now, so they talk. Other one they depa the same thing and they depa do. Then forget say, we come to teachers, and students. ACC not they tire. ACC not they tire. Yeah. Now we come to a politician. Ye dominion ye. All the one and they well. ACC go can at the books. But we come to the students and principal and all the you keep examination. Hey, ACC not the tire under. And then they stronghold and they knock you down clean. But wait too. Even as we want for ACC for go after the big fish them, this should not be normal in our society. Enough for be normal. We're not for just take and say because ACC now they go after the big fish them. So then for turn blind eyes to the students they will they cheat during exam. Why? Why for be way of life now? Well, if you don't want to exam again at the country, let cancel no. Let cancel no say exam no day again. Because waiting do, I don't know. If students them for take the big exam. Now then they catch them. Even I begin for wonder, say, well, even then small exam then at the school them for promote. For promote go na the other form. Like say them and them back then they do something there. And really they do something there. Okay. Today again, na the 9th of June 2022. ACC say the Scorpion Squad raid and arrest principal and 90 WAS students them or candidates them now for various examination malpractice. The Scorpion Squad of the Anti-Corruption Commission on Thursday, the 9th of June 2022, whilst we all be there, would they wait for make we see what in Leone Star go do? Other people then be saying they go take exam. But no, not to exam them, they go take. Then be busy, they do all that thing. ACC be conduct series of raids now various examination centers them. And they begin for arrest the principal of Sham Sierra Secondary School within a White Tank, Rokel. So say Rokel, Western Rural District. Now they meet Rokel, Dibia Water, Waterloo. No, Whitestone, then Waterloo. They arrest the principal and 19 candidates them will be they write the English language paper for the WAS 2022. Okay? A principal and 19 students. Now then begin give you the breakdown them. 6 WAS candidates them. They arrest them now the King Fahad Islamic Secondary School na Wellington. Hey. Then after the 19, 6 now from King Fahad Islamic Secondary School na Wellington. 13 candidates them. They arrest them one day na the War Wounded Secondary School na Kosotong. Yeah. Western Rural Districts, Kosotong, Hastings, Graftings in the middle. Kosotong in the middle, between Hastings and Grafting. In case you don't know. So na 13 arrested. 6 na Wellington. So then the Naingi 19. The one them where they arrest that now the 6 where they arrest now the King Fahad Islamic Secondary School. Then be they write the exam now 2 special room them where the school authority provide for them. Yeah. So when you pay up, your life go be easy for take the exam. So then give them special room. Say na ya. Una go do the business. Nobody no go amboguna. 2 special room. Then are the 6. So na 3 them be there in the room. I be 2 special room for 6 students them. Then be they space them out or you cannot understand this. Anyway, na 2 special room na so ACC. And they say now the school authority now provide for them. They want them where they arrest and the War Wounded school. Then be they write the exam now a private residential home where they na number 1 Touré Drive Kosotong. And then be also get 30 mobile phones where be they in the possession of the candidates them will be they write the examination where they take. So I see this ACC You have to do a better job in breaking down numbers. Una really need for do better job. Una arrest 19 students, but una get 30 mobile phones. And una say una meet them as students who they take exam. So what you mean for axis? The 19 students they wanna arrest. Now then we get the 30 mobile phones. Eh? That be say one person be get pass one mobile phone. Then we get access to the phone them. Eh? Una not tell, una just tell we say 30 mobile phones which were in possession of the candidate writing the exam. Una also take them. Alright. So that now for the students them. Now the one for Leone say even the principal of the Shamsia Secondary School in mobile phone then take them. And after then take an hand, the Scorpion squad began for go inside the head teacher in phone. I believe so. We're not supposed to get warrant for that too. Eh? Or wanna be equipped with everything. Because I wonder if una arrest her, una just take in phone and una begin go inside phone. Una tell her open the phone. On which right? Eh? Or in Sierra Leone, ACC have all the powers for just meet somebody and take your phone and say without even court order, oh Nabi go arm with them already. Anyway, they ask him, then take him phone and then go inside the phone and then not say this principal here, he creates several WhatsApp group them. And this WhatsApp group, the main aim we create the WhatsApp group here, now for share examination questions and answers with the students them. So then WhatsApp group then they not a funny one, no. You get for pay for being member. You get for pay for being member day. Okay. So now we don't deal with the one them na Freetown, the Western area rural, Wellington, and Kosotong. ACC not left there. In a similar raid in Cambia, hey, Baba, Northwest region, the ACC be also confiscate additional 34 phones them. Okay. Natong, then being get 30 phones. Well, 31 with that principal in your phone. Then another Sunday then go Cambia. Cambia then take 34 phones them. And then when they meet them with the worst students them, the candidates them, will be they write the exam. Cambia on a name the play. So 34 phones then be there with students where they write exam. Where you know for go inside examination hall with phone. Yeah, whoa. And now the Cambia Islamic Secondary School. Now they then take then 34 phones here. Well, look, ACC say the BRS code when I they show you who side you for take you exam. Where now you access for take exam. They say when they go now the Cambia Islamic Secondary School, they meet BRS code there for the Sham Sierra Secondary School. So BRS code way for them na Kosotong. They take exam. They not meet them na Kosotong. They take exam or Kosotong. They take exam. They meet them na Cambia. Now they then go take the exam. This syndicated, this clique is not funny. Hey, na regional. Na interregional. Yeah. Hey, somebody for take exam. No, you not take na Kosotong. Na the sham. No. Sham Sierra not in the Kosotong. Sham Sierra na in the Wellington. Tripoli stop. Oh, come back. Sham Sierra Secondary School. Before that, then find them that Cambia. The attendance list where they meet the people where they sit in Cambia, the Islamic Secondary School, where they meet them, 74 candidates them be absent for the exam. 74 candidates them be absent for the exam. So ACC say, he said this ugly development come just a week after them be go raid, I be tell you, Moses Academy International School na the Piawata, who say the proprietor of the school and was students them be arrest them. So I'm gonna say that the principal or the principal na him be order for the Jala student. So na no arrest Andy. Na no arrest one Andy. Because no see una talk about the Jala student will be the right the math unless if na be the whistleblower and the principal if himself na be part of the whistleblower. So then set up the proprietor. So then the proprietor not pass better cash. You not pass better cash. So because they not arrest the proprietor when I host the meeting, they take the no. They not arrest the principal when I order for the students from Jala for camp and also the Jala student. They not say whistle. Maybe not be the whistleblower. What made them be whistleblower? Because the proprietor in one green, I knock the money. Yeah, he not give them better. He not give them better. Now, we abidede where them be the talk. Where the principal call the Jala students like come. Where the Jala students can I say, Amos, the proprietor say they give. I say, bruh, nah, Amos, he say, waiting. I go give you 2 million. Then pick clean, you know how much them pay? No, even me self. You know one give me better. So what you go do? Well, local anti-corruption. May I eat the money, I call anti-corruption back on top of the bargain. Because if I not see them arrest the principal, they not arrest the Jala students. And then at the whistleblower them. Na them na the whistleblower. But it is what it is. Oh, it is what it is. Oh, Nayana Salon. How do we fix this broken system? Where education, ACC they catch them, but that's about it. Then you know they change. So how we go fix her now? Because the school system, just the other day, they arrest another principal for a different case. They say, Ian, they have this salon, Papa God. deceitfulness, lack of integrity, it don't so beaucoup in our country that it is sad. PC and Sons, now the one the way they import oil, rice, and whatever. Then can get people them where then they send for go supply na the provinces. Or even sometimes na the western rural area. Waiting them people and they can do. Then they go maybe na a school field, then go park there, or then go na a community, a hideout community na the field, then go park there. Then they get waiting and they call chook the bag. If I must like you say na 180 cups, now for the per one bag rest. Maybe then they pull 10 cup per each bag of rice. And they pull 10 cup there. Then they make their own bag. And they make their own bag. Then boy how they do then trick and the principal of a school that they can together. In a school and they can't do the rebagging. And in school, don't you get your own cut. Principal. I don't know what to go for do again for the teaching profession. I know say people and say pay them well. The politicians they not so that they pay so they still the thief we. Not so that they pay. Ademo. But integrity, I think, I don't know. We don't exchange them. We don't go them. Where person go tell you A na B, he go serve you. Integrity. I feel say the teaching profession, then the night don't lack right now. Now don't lack big time. The teaching profession as alone. Even to college level. I did talk to somebody today where this thing come out. And I say, even ACC self they know. It's how they go sit. The one that we pay money to the one that wait for observe. Then they allow picking them for cancer with their phone. And they allow them for cancer with their phone. He say if you will not pay mistake talk, fing. If you talk, now you then they put trouble bar. Now you then they put trouble bar. Why? Salon. Papa God. The only way government can fix this public examination malpractice, now by way they go encourage the teachers them. And also make the government people and self send them, picking them, go to the public school them. Lamines Kamara say, he sabi one school in the south where they request 500,000 for each candidate for take the WAS examination. And then candidates and they then pass even 450. So even this policy where they tell me say they do them so now I say okay, what they don't do now so. Wanna go up FBC, Magai, and all these places. How na can feel to yourself? How na they feel? Well, I know say now all sit down inside the exam hall. I been see you. You give money. They allow you for watch through your phone. Another person I talk to say, me if he say if I be get money, I they sit 3 term. I not for be sit twice 3 term if I be get money. I say, Hey. He say because if I be get money, I for pay up. And when I pay up, it will be better for me. I just don't know. But integrity, not there again. Not to today. Maybe they want their teacher themselves today something they better. Before, Teacher them, not to them they get the boss suits and bend suits all. Not to teachers them. Where some people they say, hey, me I don't want to be teacher. Oh. Waiting do. Because of the way how is he in teacher. So not to now. But even in the teachers them back then be get integrity. Even with them bend suits. Yes, I know they tell you say malpractice not be there back then. But the way how it's a way of life now, I don't think go. I don't think at all. But anyway, Nayana Salon. Two things. The increase of gas price and ACC, the arrest then students them where they on examination malpractice. Like how it's told to Jones, Leone, waiting in get for we today. Welcome on board, Tony. You get the platform.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Abraham and Kusha Cabo Fambolem. Always start with the gas price. We all know the effect where gas price they go up, what they lead to in our country, especially for Salon. Not what they before even the issue of Russia and Ukraine, we don't envisage anything in the Salon. So and the price list that we didn't pull. I feel say not just a suggestion. Say okay, for let them not say government not they do something or the ministry we they handle that aspects they not do nothing. But when you actually go on ground where you go now, you say people in the Fed forget transport. There's less compliance. People don't know they even the transport owners or the drivers them they're not even ask for them price and they within at the list. Sign up for just say okay, then fulfill the job. You understand? But when me and we don't this alone, where we they go there frequently, we they see how people they strain. You understand? And I think so we overemphasize things there because every time we come with it, say the same thing. Because if them problems then they will not problems they would don't fix them things then they challenges the day. Some of them will talk about gas price, they go up. We know say yes, it don't go up, but there's a remedy. A solution the way people don't go straight too much because their government fleets where they on the streets, where the Air Force cushion the pressure or the burden on people. But it's very challenging with the big government, do ya? The reason why most times we mention on that because now I get the responsibility in providing transportation in that country. We not said on not to the importers of fuel or gas that in a third party or a private individuals the way they do the business. But see how you guys can come in when I go for leverage. I want to go for them probably because the last time I understand see they want for getting add into the capital or whatever we then go them with foreign exchange and this. If there's any way they can augment, you understand that we then go for resolve them, let them do it. Let them help because the masses they strain. Before even this Russian situation, we see how people don't know they suffer. It's so serious. You understand? Guinea a few days back, the increased price of fuel, the riots. We're not gonna say we get for copy the same thing, let's say riots. But imagine Guinea not be the parties increments, this up and down fuel, they cry. Recently, as 2 days ago, the riots in Guinea just because the price go up in fuel. Imagine Guinea price was still down. You understand? We know how resort to them thing and they wearing. We say they go na street people, they go na street. We not say we not people then we very resilient. We not people then we. I mean, we don't used to for so far now. We believe in God. Say God day. It go be. God go make a way. You understand? But we can't live in that kind of lifestyle. They say God day, God day. Then the authorities make them find solution. Meet this guy for be constant negotiation, constant buying, constant conversation with the importers. Whatever them feel say now the issues, they help them like they're able to solve it amicably. If it's possible, the government, the subsidies, they can increase the subsidies, let them do it. But what tell well for them, this is election coming. The layman know they understand, say, we feel they go up now as a result of certain things them. It just feel say government not care or government not they play their part. So then when they're in authority, they have to make sure that they put their foot on ground, they get constant, especially the Ministry of Trade. Ministry of Trade, a few months back, we see them, they were so vibrant. Where that lady Goody, Well, all of a sudden now it's like they go dormant. They just go. I mean, they see that kind of things. The Ministry of Trade, like power, what they cry for. Then thing and they go hand to hand, and then they go hand to hand. Let them do something with Scorpion Squad. This examination malpractice. This has become an historic problem now. Afi say they go for they put strict measures them. They go for they make sure say people that way they do them here go serious punishments, because it's like this na the flagship project of this government. This government they do very well. Especially I mean, I already commend the Minister of Education. I commend her so much, because it's not just like the other minister, the way they sit on you build, where they sit on our office, they wait for feedback or they wait for results. He goes on ground, he see firsthand, you dey see an beach, even that court within a beach. He did they do the implementation where they do all that thing. You see him on several occasions, he involve himself with school picking them. It's guy forget information firsthand. You understand? But if in the try in your level best and other people they did and they do things, I feel say they need for make the law work. Like when they catch them people and the last time we they criticize and Ben Kefala say, hey, for don't do that, they don't do that. The reason why I make people then be criticized for me was because you got for take the same yardstick for treat everybody we corrupt, we una catch. Not to just the teachers them. That's not the reason we make people them. But if this become an ongoing thing where the clock will see so it don't rampant, because it's really, really rampant. People then they craft ideas now how for beat the system, how for make education. I mean, you know me say we got for beat the system in everything what they do. We got forget quick fix in everything what they do in that country. We will start with palam, we start with candle, we drink yeast vites and column, we drink all kind of medicine, we charm cola, we put yeast vites inside bread, we put an at tea, we drink all kind of tea for study overnight. This generation now, no, this sets of people that will get that salute, they just want everything easy. And the one the way they help then the perpetrators, and the one the way they help for the, I feel say therefore they get more punishment than the students. Because now then they kill the pikin and make the pikin unable to study, because once they knock on the door, they're ready for open and give them what the pikin want. But if pikin come in Twitter and say, hey, but while you help we, now you as the parents or you as the teacher, you as the this, for condone that. At the end of the day, tomorrow I go university, he can't done, he not able for defend what he gets. He not able for what he. Before I begin to cry the system that, oh, now so. Oh, this lecturer this lecturer bad. Oh, this lecturer that. Well, actually get the base. So for me, I just feel say the people that want the perpetrators the way they catch. If you're not teacher, take your license in your hand. If you're not principal, make even practice, even go to the teaching field. You understand? If they begin to do them things, then really they give them jail time. People the way they do them things, they make sure say they not just do they cover them, make it become public. Next time, make you always pull this parable. Say you get for kill dog before dog, let you the dog know say die. If we know the set precedents and all the things that they happen, then make other areas they need and say the thief. Someone go say, oh, now because they know they pay them better, or now because of this. No, that's not a justification. That's a justification for make even nurses they know they get better money, but they know they go around they do all the dubious things. Then they doctors are not making much. But then they go around. Why few people, and not all teachers they do that thing already. Why few teachers if you say there's a one for bills, there's a one for drive car, there's one for at the detriment of they kill the education. And this government, I mean, talk and go, talk and come, they get the challenges and whatever. But in terms of education, they try. They put in more effort. They really, really try. You understand? So they're not for Sidom, they're your flagship projects. Somebody they kill them because that's killing. They're killing the whole entire thing. You understand? But they therefore be very, 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 very strict. How they will punish some of them teachers and the one they want to the culprits and whatever. That not me will take Abraham. But it's serious. How will you or not? We the time when they go school, we suffer. When you pass up 3 subjects, you know no more now. That's why we go let's see Abraham. With the first to the go this to the go. Let me go
let's sleep to Mr. Mew.
Yeah, with the sleep to Mr. Mew. Yeah, because they don't want go less, they don't want to suffer. They just want some quick. Go pay money, then give them the money, then go sit, then pass. We they suffer, we body, you see, we body done. I mean, they need to do something. The government or the authorities, the way they in charge of the police there, because even the police are say for blame. Because some of them things that when they happen, the online people are can go na police, then they go behind the back door, can't pay money, they release them. You understand? So the police are say go for be hold accountable, therefore be hold responsible. Even the lawyers them. Law we just put government aside, law puts them aside. But the people handling them matters, yeah, now therefore be serious. Somebody know don't do something, tomorrow you go left her. When see a serious crime this, because a damage you create damage. Wake up for last forever because that person they not suffer for getting paper, get and cheap, then tomorrow you know able defender. It cannot the diaspora. People that say, oh, hey, this guy counts this degree, guy did this degree. Who say I get her from? He gets her from salon. Then you able defender. That's the thing. So they really get for put measures in place.
All right, thank you very much, Tony.
Welcome, neighbor.
Yeah. Welcome with CC Alpha. Let me hear you. Waiting in get for you today. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very seriously, Triple A. I can always say one of the best platforms for you listen and get clear analysis of what's in the happen at Sierra Leone. Now for connection on this platform, you get everything, in fact, undiluted, live and clear. Okay, I get a few things to talk about, and I want to analyze some of them things here. I will start first of all with the education, and then come to the gas we don't go up. I think sometimes when we can talk something, and some people can ask you how we what make incident here. I mean, don't tell one of on a sister program them way. I say Sierra Leone, the education system is absolutely done corrupt, absolutely done go down. And what make us say so, not just because then they catch people away they sit government and public exam, now they know more done. Even in schools, in university exams. In fact, we don't see them an IPAM. We don't see them. It plenty. So if government want to get this thing right, I can tell everybody this one. The government, first of all, need to be sincere for straight up things them in the country. If we don't try for stop political business in development, in education, in every aspect, trust me, we will continue for this problem. We will continue to forget some of them things here wrong. But to make they say so. Now, if Nami any positive things, this government will claim and say, oh yes, now we government now they do them. You see when we government the pass rates don't go up. It don't this, it don't that. But failing to address the issues, failing to identify the root cause of them problem they are, we go always deface them, because the root cause where they lead to them here, we never for address them. Waiting at some of the root cause here, I will bring up now. And triple A. One, picking and not they complete the syllabus in a school. Two, I see them don't reach that SS3, no teaching all day again. They say they picking them for go do revision. You not complete syllabus, how they go do revision? Number three, when you look at the cost of living, they make parents not able for send them picking in at good places for go get better education. So at the end of the day, what will they go pan? Now the outcome they were and aspire, some picking on mind, they go get that in transport or whatever, then they get for go pay invigilators the number for make them get leakage. And waiting the cost then here, it does not mean, what I can say, if picking poor loader for blame, not only picking for blame, I can tell anybody this wire again. When picking poor, you get agent of socialization. I don't think they make picking poor. The same thing to the education system. We get the key factors there. If the government sit down and ensure say they pay teacher they well, they ensure say syllabus are being done completely now schools, their monitoring system very they in place. We not get some of them results here, or then can't see how they happen. Because begin to be confidence, say, look, before they done me SS2, I'd almost complete syllabus. SS3 na revision, and then take some tests until I go take my exam. But begin they go still the SS3, we all don't go through that system. Begin the day SS3, not even go middle syllabus. Teachers, they know they teach. Teachers not they to go na class. So at the end, they begin them be left to themselves. Now then they go fair way for study now, fair group study, and now they all them bad here they happen. So not until the government go back to the drawing board and try to begin address the issue there. We not go ever stop forgetting problem there. You come on, they look where the teachers they opted to they talk so triple A, the teachers they still they on strike. Some teachers still not they go teach. What do they expect for common parents here? Now the beginning they suffer. The other problem where we get triple A, just alone God help we they spend so many time off school, extra curriculum activities. That's how they call it. Me for when me I know one day see school, then get Thanksgiving, then get sport. So by the time you know it, when you analyze the school calendar, time done. Like exam don't reach for them picking them. Calculate SS1, SS2, SS3. Pull all the sports, the Thanksgiving, the speech day, this, that. Calculate all that time. They almost divide the academic year, their 3 years in the senior secondary school into half. So on which grounds begin they get for complete syllabus inside 1.5 years? It's not possible. So we not expect the beginning for go play magic in the exam. Instead, then go do all kinds of information. Say, then say go get them passing mark. And that's not the right way. So the government get for sit down back. Then get for sit down back and to the drawing board and analyze some of them here. Look, now pull politics aside. Not so because now we get power. So anybody who they put now somebody within our party. Now bring experts them inside the system. We're able to can stretch the rough edges so they make the education system run smoothly. I mean, they talk to one my friend within a university in Sierra Leone. I tell her, I say this part now, me can see if I study, let's say, for example, at the university where they, then as he say, I not me department where they not they do well. Then I can take transfer, I go study in another university, but where I can't graduate in my university, the original university. What till I say outcomes? Now I say, well, now for tell you say the system now don't improve. But tell me if that they happen as Sierra Leone. It's not happening. So we system really they don't. Sierra Leone system 9 we get strong men, but we don't have strong system. And until we remove the strong men and then get strong system, we no ever move forward. The other thing I want to talk about now, the gas. Just this short term AAA, and they do small thing, with some people where they do some assistance. Just this short term, when they just announce, every other thing don't go up. When they don't announce the gas price, every other thing don't go up. So how the government want we people for live? How we government want for make people celebrate them? Say, oh, this government they do well. So that make the government they sit down, they strategize how for maintain themselves in power, way not to the right way. Because the lowest person they suffer. Then the government, you get the spokesman, them when I don't know if now God bless them for talk for lie, now social media or now the media. Say things are well, Sierra Leone they go up with the improving with economy, but the layman they suffer on the streets. Now when the gas don't go up, so goodness. Like when you mean to analyze this now, all the 100 use so 600, 400, no pull all that minus 1,000. Therefore, we just round up all the cost for the transportation. There is no halfway. So if you say they pay 3,400, let them make them 4,000. Because that confusion they go day. If you not be careful, first go for beginning and then transport there for change. Now the apprentice go tell you say if you not get change, no can sign me motorcar. So all that they suffer, now the poor masses. And this now the other way people, I don't know if you see Leone and they get this sense. When this problem they go up, so when this inflation don't they, any pick SLPP, any pick APC, any pick PMDs, you name the parties, them, any pick none. Now everybody they suffer. So why Sierra Leoneans will get sense and let we put the right people in at the right place? Why we not go all the government accountable say, look, government need for stand, government need for respond to them kind of where they go on so. But instead, we will still labor points and na SLPP, na APC. Na APC, then we don't pull this thing from the term. Na SLPP, now they try for straight term. And all these things, I can always say AAA, if we don't remove politics from development, politics from system, we are not ready to move forward. Anybody where they talk about politics, is in politics they change Sierra Leone. The person is not ready to do something. He or she is not ready for Sierra Leone to change. So my encouragement to people, my encouragement to we, I always decry to we don't see development. So we don't feel development. So we dey inside development. Now for now we all come together. Now we for able to make change in Sierra Leone. Now we go able for ask minister some certain questions the way they're not able for answer. You know why make people like somehow complacent in Sierra Leone? I can tell this to some of my friends them. 80% not see real development. It's not talk some man don't see don't hear. Some man a book you don't read. But when you talk about serious and development, standard roads, when you talk about light, sustainable light, water, when we don't see so. Now we for TINAB for make sure say Sierra Leone change. Now we for TINAB for make sure say people in authority be accountable. People in authority will not they perform. Government pull them. Government change them. Not to for just pull, you go put on the other side. Now for pull them totally. Finally, I tell one my friend again, I say, look, if I were the president, any minister when me put now my cabinet, if I did 6 months, you not come with any developmental proposal, you are not fit for the job. Not only change self, I they sack you. But is it happening? No. You will say now party this person I don't pay, you don't pay all subscription. Now I not follow win sit under. So at the end of the day, the government is there to compensate people and not putting the right people in the right place. So not until we start for put the right people in the right place, we make system run where government go. They not they change the system. Instead, therefore improve the system. Now that's my own appeal. Now that me they talk to every Sierra Leonean. Let we advocate the systems then they in place. We go make Sierra Leone go before. Not to government for change, not to political party for change. Because now the same people and this they come out SLPP go APC. This come out APC go SLPP. If you check some of the program they will don't launch we don't come from this platform. We see. People when me dey SLPP, they don't change. I don't want for call name. We all sabi the one way they don't change currently. Don't come on APC, don't go SLPP. Where if the APC can have power back, you will see them they come on SLPP car APC. Now that's just how Sierra Leone dey. Because we don't have systems in place, because we don't have good and proper policies them in place, then I tell you, now that make we dey behind like today. So I want to call all diaspora. We don't see development. We don't feel development. Let we raise with voice. Let we raise with voice. Any side way they not see them. I can tell people and say God go always accountable one day. One my friend say how? I say because you don't see this thing, you don't feel this thing, they're not set much, not feel comfortable. Because directly, indirectly, it affects yourself. Now if you send $100 to Sierra Leone, you do nothing for the people themselves again. So you therefore increase your money when they sell. So, but if Sierra Leone better, Sierra Leone they do well, you don't go remember for the increase your money. You go just if I they reduce them, and then you self go the save also you did. Let God bless you all. Let God continue for bless your platform and everybody way they ready for put Sierra Leone forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Welcome on board, friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform. And thanks to the listeners and thanks to Tony Ture Jones. The two issues we put on the table, I will first discuss on this petrol we don't talk about here. But I believe you said we therefore talk about the area more openly emphasize waiting the government will do. You see, waiting them go able for do as an institution, and then waiting at the organization and the one they want at the stakeholders, then get a organizational strategy, waiting them will put for let them go able to help the people who are the final consumer. There is a reason, okay, for of course, the issue problem na Ukraine, of course. But again, when you compare, there are different areas where we've been the purchase we on petroleum. So and the negotiation we get for do with them petroleum or petroleum products they are from the one they own at the market holders them. You find out say you get forget good negotiation. But again, the issue they behind them with the supplier. But it bring we down to we on corporate strategy, we will put that between the one they own at the stakeholder them, the one them way, then the other, the fuel itself will get big portion of the business itself, and then the banks, Then you get forget the method where you get for apply so that you go get two-way. You get that banking way, you go get integrated bank where you be say na they the bank, you go see then get your own activity. But that method, the most times you change it now to your way you can put that defensive area where you need to stop that person there in capital for let you not go exceed whenever there is a shock in the price. And the deal where you get for try you they put now during that organization, when they put on a strategy, when they get that institutional one word, and then they tell us now there is an issue where they look we project, say from the past 10, 12 years, the price of petroleum it fluctuates simply because Russia be don't inside begin they put more pan OPEC plus, and then they change how much they produce, then they fete, then get their own pipeline, who then they supply different pipelines them. So then can't say they get much. But now they say they get problem now of production. So the other one don't they OPEC one for tell them what them for do now, while they try for see well something we will pull Russia, but it can't be interdependent. But that the point is that when them production they are them level they change, and then you find out say demand for that petroleum they don't put out, reach with what they produce. So now they the market side the day. So you now where they can project that structure the way that finance the way they put in terms of the profit, where then people are speculating in case there is a change of the petroleum, they get what the windfall tax. And that one in a one-off tax where the government go give to them company there, because you look at the excess profits. But if you not look into an agreement they make where they then go able for they declare them profit of what they do for the year in a genuine way, and then you yourself understand the business, because you will know saying at this and the buy and at this I expect them go don't turn over based on una statisticians or una young people who get na the monetary policy they own at the bank. We go institute them and they for sure with NRA, they do another statistics. So when they give them that one off, but you get for come to an initial arrangement when I don't do based on again that ring fencing where when they protect their own money for let go too much when there is a price change. So that buffer ring they will now go forget that they will now go arrange say that this so that the final consumer no go suffer. So now they find that fluctuation there, you will find out say the price they not go to rise too much. You go get a kind of a gradual price increase. The price they increase, but they look like a galloping or hyper. In other words, go creep, but it is day like gradual, systematic. But when you see it go right up, that way they want a speed. Then you look at the trend from outside the price begin to come. You will find out say now from them past 10 years, then now the price on they go areas then they would and they lack. Then they allow the people, one of the stakeholders, for let them use their own money, and they allow the stakeholders sometimes for override in the terms of the production, in terms of the capacity where they will put in the market or the amount of production. Then you get now the one way that the other side, when the holding, with the chain work, and then the price finally is there. So you see that chain work now. You as a government, you get for try, you arrange them in a way. We not say things are difficult. We not say GDP. Well, they grow up small. We not say that, but again, here comes to they prioritize areas them of taxation. They prioritize area we go secure because they expect there is a turn out. Because at all costs, the petrol it always turn. No one did not say they don't go to petrol now. At one way left, you will not sell, or because it don't spoil. They see that one day it work. Because when they put them strategy there, they put them in a way where in the quality, the quantity, and the price. For that quality area they get for take time for look into. The reason why, if you look at the sequence of petroleum accident that would happen, wherein I know they say ignition, no they come up. But when you get high octane level petrol, what's that is high octane level petrol? Now in them they tell you about that premium price. The premium price now high petroleum value now like Brent oil, you get high octane. That means you get a pressure, high pressure, what will make it go able for move or explode safe in case there is an explosion. But when you see recently, in fact, just few days ago, this tanker they move, then you don't go hit the taxi, fire okay. But the bike driver now you go under the tanker, he hit them, now in the thing they catch fire. And what in the cause at most time, now when you get low octane, you know now you get more sulfur and dirty petroleum, so that one day they cause them problem than this. Now for that the price of Brent oil keep there because of all that that working safer. You know they get more smoke. So you see say that bang with that bike don't go bang, ignite because there is a pressure with dip and the side where you don't go hit. Now the tube where the pressure of that petrol did I go hit. When you see the tanker begin to catch fire. But luckily, it not catch fire we be saying now petroleum will make because now the high lead, when I diesel. So all them things then therefore look at them say that this will carefully consider the quality, the price control, and how we're able to maintain and for meet the final consumer. Because when we look at where other countries and they get problem, they all have different reasons then. But the only thing now that we don't depend on them wire. UK they get 8 place where they do oil refinery. When they buy crude oil, they can't refine it. They close all. So what you expect? When you get petrol, you want to finish, you get for buy and there because them they rely more on gas because the gas pipeline, they come out Russia, they go all different sides because they get the method of supply. So the other countries and who we don't do renewable, then get other things and windmill, like Cyprus, like Egypt, they don't go get energy problem. So you see, it depends on individual way owner we don't get ready for deal with things where they go. So it look like say global, but again, it's not global. It's all come down to una corporate ideas una they put for una go counter that one day. When the shock come, it not go be so strong. It will be a gradual. But here you see it's going out to 18,000, almost 20. Yeah, UK says it almost go to almost £2 now for one on leaded and leaded 188, something like that. But the point is that now where people are not ready, now the different areas them for do waiting they need for do. We not say we are final receivers. So all the things that they get for look them, where they go get for understand say they set how they set and how we go able for balance and maneuver and get we on way through as we they try for walk to something where we they think say in case this petrol no come now this and this will get for do. There is quite a lot we get for do the way government get for do, but it all comes down to how they go able for integrate. I mean avoid that integration and do that ring fence inside the activity of the money they wouldn't get that assets they would then they try for subsidize them for goodie as later now una arrange back say let a point come when the economy day una go able to do this, but it all comes down to who that get that good heart. We will like they say patriots who that willing who will come on board the stakeholders them or now the method will be they apply or we just they ignore. Or we get for try call them back, we really dialogue and get a strategy one organizational one and we include all man corporate strategy from all the one that we involved. That now one point now but now coming down to the student there, I believe there is a lot back we government get for looking to the educational system. Nobody know one level we get half-cooked education, people are more qualified. All they know the strengths, the method, when they do like I they say they sleep here, and they pay for this, then they do all this, then they even pay for their pamphlet, and they pay for everything. But it comes to a chain work of economic difficulties. That chain work in our culture, they wouldn't get for look into. They get for try to understand, say, now time we didn't get for include money and then library them. And get for include library, even FBC, then the talk say not get even better library. If now books themselves, now sell the, at a kind of a cost recovery, like how do cost recovery for the health. If you're not able to do bigger scale, they include all even FBC don't get library again, they don't even get bookstore again. The library they actually then even when you look at discussion, the librarians them wouldn't get for try for upgrade the librarians them then go store them cause they are like that one as Akila rule for that place the region through circular road. That one, then therefore develop them. Then they even get few mobile library them. Like how they begin to so that's a one method. Then you get for look into again the way when they set up the exams, when they get mock final, when they prepare them from that when they reach year 6, 7, 8, year 9, just from year 8 now before they go take that first then they prepare them in a way with the model. Then you bring inside the structure them where the teachers they don't suggest and this is a document where they don't give out the reforms and they need them. Then you look now inside the fault day. If the percentage of them people are they see, then 2 subjects are English and maths, when a difficult way for let people and get them as a requirement. How we go deal with them? That they look into past questions instead of use questions the way one day expect say next week and this paper will take they look into them they look into those past questions in a sequence, because there is a method when they do about 5 years back when they choose the sequencing of how the question then they go the teacher and so they teach all this, and therefore they get a kind of workshop when they bring this method back mock final, trying to see a broad range between 3-4 years question we revise them. Then now we target if we don't done the syllabus at this point, and then the target of the syllabus now revision, and then the next mock final, and then refreshment. That's now been the culture will be in the day. And I want them for try target that timeline of how the exams will go and the type of syllabus. Now we try get a structure one, not a borrowed one, and then the teaching plan where the teacher they teach. Then therefore get teaching plan. Most of them then they get old time planning. Then therefore they get updated one where they say you teach a notes, not the one where you don't get for years just they produce so that for meet up the way then they do. And then the other one now again at the time for say then they promise tradition them question they are now one way for tackle them. Then we don't the trial method and say, well, the one what they therefore introduce, then they make the paper where it is like a code. If you then travel that box or packet, now until the reach day, that person they get the code, they open the question paper at a particular time where the exams just they begin 12 o'clock, all signers alone. Now the time this they open them so that you then go able to get timely one way for able for help. But that method they not believe say it dey in practice. If it dey in practice, well then get for question how them prepare the common inside that box day before that time day. Because then they don't tell me, but I don't know how effective then we don't put it in place, or maybe they don't get the resources for letting go do it. But again, that's not the method we can get for try look and look into what thing they happen at WIAC office, how them question paper, how they come up from one stage, they go to other areas for lure people and for let them can't take exams, we not to genuine one. In both ways, but they come up from the source. Because if you see the source, the person not see the source, and they obviously it go turn to for embark by the method for study and get a good before. So I only hope the government will able for look into them things there, so that then go able for help the education system for go, because the education now for self-reliance, then we people then go able for no say tomorrow learning better. Then therefore remember this method of educating people then with subjects them we know they help with country. Let them try look subjects them we will produce people them for do something that cause industrial something like that we will help the nation. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. Let God help the nation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
You're welcome. Yeah.
I want to say thanks to Tony, to Usfriend and Alpha for their own submission today. Okay, the scholar. This is the Caliph just now. Yes, scholar, it is live on air. You name and also the call from, please.
Ibrahim Sisi, the call from Los Angeles.
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, I just come on really, I don't know exactly which side how far the discussion go, but in terms of education at Sierra Leone, we almost know say education not really go down, because if somebody we go school doing a standard term, they go tell you say education don't go up. Because first year way somebody say I didn't stand at 6. I mean, you go compare them to somebody with Fugabi College today. And it's hard when someday you see I mean, even university, students and performance, that it left you with nothing but, a sense of disappointment, in terms of how we education don't drop, you know. And we know they try for look at other countries and be competitive, in with standards. Because the thing is, we get to look at how the structures and they and how we say will emulate some of their structures and they like other countries and way they do well in terms of education. Uh, but it is sad. It is some Sunday. It can feel like say, I mean, waiting really you go get as a reward. When you don't go spend couple because when you look at even picking where they go, I mean, let's say primary, private school. You dey pay millions and millions of euros for let you pikin go school, private school. Well, we don't pay na there 8 million, 20 cents or 10 million who been pay selective entrance, something and day. You know, but at least you get some. The curriculum will be good. The standards may be high. You get L&Ds when they test in our intelligence, in our performance. At the end of the week, so by the Friday, all school they come together. When I go test themselves, on a competence level, then they build the capacity of the students them, and also not just for school, they prepare people for get into labor and how they go able to manage themselves, after school or when they get job. You see, because now that we get for look at, not just get for look at the education only, I mean, as a sole a metric way with a measure of people and development. No. But now, like, what in our education they able to provide at the end of the day, when somebody will able to become a contributing, citizen, you see. So we therefore look at, I mean, other ways then how education will impact we in our communities, you see. But everything today, when you talk about education and Sierra Leone, in fact, now that's not the one going to now say feel like all man they do, We will get picking and Sierra Leone where they go to school, your pockets they fill up. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure you can get quality education, you see. And it come with so much and for so little, you see. And this is frustrating somehow, you see. So governments they really get for look at how they go improve on the structures of education and see how they go actually able to improve on the standards, you see. I mean, they get research, they get forget people the way they go look at how other countries them they get their own, educational programs them, and see how they go domesticate some of them programs in Sierra Leone, and how, I mean, it will impact we because at the end of the day, then people there get for commerce school, get for graduates, go to various areas of employment, and then get for support the system. So if we don't prepare them to the level where they're able to take ownership after the one we did today, the country will continue to go down. So now that's what we get for contributors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and the call from, please.
Yeah, and this now, Usman, they call from Maryland.
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, education salon AAA. The cost of living in the country now not good at all. I don't know how they're going to pay somebody 600,000. How you survive with that for 1 whole month. I'm not going to say now the teachers. I don't know. I'm not say then they give a reach 1 million. Safe. Yeah, I don't know how people are for to survive by that. First time, and the country being hockey, somebody go rent some side, they they engage say then they get a notice, you go down how many years and then increase for them. Then teachers and they first all being get then say no small, they lack the work. Would afraid they will respect them. No relationship not they between we and them for say I give you money for bribe you or this. Will not be sabi all and but right now the education as alone is also toxic that I mean school picking can just come to teacher and with any teacher then they accept that because they want money because I see them so say every year they increase your rent and 600,000 what they do for a teacher, Now from there now the cost of living as alone. I don't know why they know It not match at all. The money wey dem dey pay people and then how people and they survive na salon. If you look, now that make corruption no go ever done yonder. How somebody go there and they pay let me increase am to 800 or 1 million. Some how much for bag rest? Some let me say somebody get two, three people in the house, maybe then 5 or 6 lady. How then they survive? Because na salon which we know. Now sometimes if na the mama they work or na the papa they work. For let's see mama and papa then they work. It's not easy. Now one game person go be the breadwinner, like the daddy na salon. You know how people and they survive with them paid and day. How the policeman wait and they pay 600, how they survive if you not take bribe, if you not do corruption. That the reality this way we know they talk. And the reality there is where we know they talk na salon, where we know they look into with the book where people and sabi all. How they going to pay somebody 600,000? I for survive with a family with that 600,000. You know right. I make a problem not they ever solve. And I see the education done damage. So you ask for solve. Because now from the pay, before you dey tell the person for left corruption, pay the person well first. Let you take care of here in family. Yeah, and the root standing of salon problem. Where nobody no one look into. The bookman they don't know how to do that one day. Yeah. So now that no more triple and I'm take that.
All right, thank you very much, Usman. Just call I get 3 minutes, quick ones.
Yes, people. I just want to add funding. Okay, I call from. Hello, Nami.
Yeah, you get 3 minutes, quick one.
Okay, I call from USA. I just want to add funding this education system. This really make us so depressed. Why integrity we not get? You can talk one word now. We say people are not left nothing for who say left for the people left. People like always grumble say the top they don't corrupt. Yes, we don't accept that. But the main thing now, let's say now we don't corrupt, we don't spoil now. What's in bad now if they try for make the foundation for them small picking there and make them feature not spoil. But you don't like say everybody in Australia we companies where teachers then can do them crime there. Everybody they support the teachers there. Sometimes I even feel sorry for Ben Kalfala. If not been born Ben Kalfala before, don't tell and say make he resign and make he left this job now, make them hire somebody else. How I go expect say one great person now for do with all the sectors there? Who side them principal then? They who side all them teachers then? They like I always say me I teach 9 years before we can at this country, but me not be left them kind thing there. So and like what you talk, teachers have been always poor. So you want to see me say the private school and they pay them like a 10. Almost not the most people they talk about. Almost the one them pay them teachers there forgive them in dignity. See that come me la kabala. Me mama tell me say pikin they come on la kabala. We don't tell me no they come on la kabala. Then they go na the extreme back for they went like a 15 miles from Kabala to when a bush to go take a WAEC exam. I was like, what? Now you see me picking up to the corner tell me. He saw that he said teachers them poor. He said teachers they not poor. He said all the houses they build at Kabbalah and the teachers they build the houses there. So this what the people they always talk for the teachers there poor. People they know the danger of destroying the future of the country. When they destroy the engineers, the teachers, the lawyers. But I don't see say I think say all them teachers there and all them journalists there where they support these people. I think say now so they self-taking and getting education. No wonder everybody was frowning as being Kalfala we be taking people in the other court in 3. So now what's the solution for solve this problem? We everybody now is spying at the country. It's really sad. Thank you, Tripoli.
Thank you very much, Kola. Okay. We'll go there back tomorrow. Well, we wish for a better system in the country and we will make we proud. Because as it is now, it's broken. It's broken. It is broken. And a broken system will give you you know, go give fine results, and nothing saying that than they we all want. To meet again tomorrow. Triple SA. Ta ta.